SOG Tuesdays, tell a friend to tell a friend. We here each and every Tuesday, 9 to 11. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit like, drop a comment, share it to a friend. We have a special guest in the building tonight, so who wanna go first?
Hey, I'm Mimi. I'm Shantae.
Okay. Where are you guys from?
Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Y'all hear that, right? Southside Jamaica, Queens.
You know what it is?
Up north, always gotta show love to my up north fam.
Yes.
So, Mimi, Shantae, tell us a little bit about what you ladies do.
Well, we have a marketing and brand agency that does extensive PR work. We have a company that actually manages artists, which is Quiet Giants Entertainment. And we just do a lot in the industry. Just a lot of work, a lot of fun, staying focused, staying busy, making sure that the careers of others are going in the right direction, which is really important to us. And
which is our pride.
our biggest thing is family. It's family love.
Yes. Blood
Everything's
sisters,
family.
same mama, same dad.
So, you know, they the real definition behind sisters on the go too, right?
Yes.
They sisters on the move. And let me just give y'all a little bit of my history with these ladies. I actually reached out to Mimi through social media. Very loving, energy on point, very motivated. Put some fire behind myself as well. But she is how we got Juicy on the show. Shout out my girl Juicy two times.
Juicy 2 times.
You know, that's my girl. Everybody know I love me some Juicy.
Yes.
And then my boy, Mo Corleone
Yes,
was here.
Mo
So,
Corleone.
he came through when we had the Versus New York battle on, and it was real serious in here.
That was good.
Definitely.
And we got one more to bring to you, Lamar
Marco.
We have 3 artists.
Okay. So we're gonna be looking for Lamar.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys seen the video when we went out to Something to Prove. That was also something in addition to Mimi inviting us to, and it was definitely a wonderful opportunity. We got to connect with so many people that night. It was real dope. What was the other guy's name? I'm so mad I can't
Twisted
remember.
Genius.
No. The artist, the one with the dreads that you also had come on. I'm so mad I can't remember his name right now.
Oh, Courtney.
Courtney.
Yes.
Yes, Courtney came through as well. Shout out to Courtney, man. He was
Yes.
definitely a vibe when he was here as well. So tell us a little bit more about Eyelash Vision. How did that come about?
Oh, well, that actually started maybe about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Right just before Thanksgiving dinner, we were talking about what can we do that relates to us. It relate to us. It did have meaning behind it, where we're helping people. And we always look at it like this. You never see us without eyelashes. That's something you never see us without. And when they on, our vision is different for some reasons. It's like we see things different.
It's our superpower.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
I like that. And you really don't ever see them without no lashes.
That's right.
They stay with lashes. Some nice ones too. Okay. So you said that Quiet Giant Entertainment is your lane when it comes to the artists.
Yes, developing artists.
That's our artist management company where we do artist development, brand endorsement,
Media
training. Actually,
Ooh,
we
media
love
training.
cultivating an artist's career. There's nothing more greater as management as you watch your artist and its growth. And what I can say about my sister and I, we pride ourselves on connecting and engaging with our artists. There's some managers that they'll just shift you out, they'll give you a schedule, but it's nothing like the genuine contact on site. You have to represent, because remember, that artist is also representing you. So if your artist look bad, it doesn't make the artist look bad. Who they blame? Management.
And we don't like to just toss our artists in anybody's hands. Sometimes people, they rush to make certain moves and deals, and because they're in a rush. When you have like that rush mentality, you get a rush result. So we're not looking for that. We're looking for longevity. We're really hard on ourselves.
Yes.
Just the way we are in the artists, but we're really harder on ourselves than anything. When we stepped out of corporate America to, do this, it's like you work harder for yourself than you work for anybody else. It's many sleepless nights.
Yes, I always said, actually, and there's nothing wrong, and shout out to everyone who is working,
Yes.
you know, and building whatever they're building. But I know it's entrepreneurship, as we all, a lot of us know, you work harder because when you go to a job and if you call out, you still gonna get your paycheck on Thursday, Friday, whatever day. When you call out on yourself as entrepreneur, you're stopping your own hustle and grind. This is something, the only way you win in this game, it has to be consistency. On the days you don't feel like coming and going in, and sister, I commend you, because we're not gonna speak on camera, but I know, you know, right now, and you still came, I said, did you wanna cancel this interview? You said, absolutely not. So it's those things that you deposit in yourself, that it will definitely come back to you and flourish later on.
And then working, you know, like I actually had a surgery. I fell one day going in the store, broke my toe. They actually had to take off 2 pieces of bone, put a screw in it. They said you're not gonna walk for like at least about a good 6 months. You have to stay off of it. I said I don't know who they talking to because I'm not sitting home for 6 months not doing anything. I can't do that in my life. I can't stop like that. So you know, they was like you can't go up your stairs. And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. My mom and Mimi like bringing everything, you know, Mimi and my older sister were bringing me everything that I needed right there. I'm not sleeping on no couch. I'm not doing that. They turned around, looked back. I was upstairs. And the next day I said, listen, we had Evelyn Braxton that we were putting on
Sister Circle,
a television show. So I said, I'm going. And they was like, no, you're not going. I'm going. I went in the booth with the I went with every stitches in my foot. I still went because at the end of the day, the show has to go on.
and that soldier would not stop. And you know what? Even though I know I could have went by myself and handled and finished everything, she wanted to be in it. It's her passion. And so when somebody has a passion and a drive for something, the worst thing you can ever do is one, stop them, or two, try to kill their dream. Well, it don't work for you, may work for someone else. And we're very big on that. And there was no way I was gonna say, sis, just stop, just stay in. Because you know what, she would have came anyway. I know. So I pulled
You
up.
wasn't holding me back.
Yeah,
I pulled
and
up.
she was on set, and you know, we just found those pictures, remember?
Yeah, we did. That was dope. That was really
Wow.
dope.
So let me ask you ladies this question. So the music lane, that's not for everybody.
No.
Did you guys sing, rap, anything like that?
She did research. She did her research, sis. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's
Let's talk
where
about
the love came from. The whole reason why, like, these people get into the industry for different reasons. We were artists at one time, okay, and I'm gonna pull up a picture. But it was 3 of us in an all-girl group. We were rappers. We was actually hardcore rappers.
Yeah.
Girl, if you would have heard, if y'all would have heard, can you curse?
Yeah.
If you would have heard the shit we was saying, we was talking.
I thank God for salvation.
But when we changed and the group separated and we went our separate ways, Shantae and I continued on in the industry. I went and took a job as a New York City Department of Correction for 10 years on
Wow.
Rikers Island.
Wow.
Because what happened, the reason why I took that city job, I got very discouraged when the group didn't work out. I'm very true on loyalty and group together, and it didn't work out. It was another person, but you know, Shantae and I are gonna always be together, right, wrong, and indifferent. You know, mommy and daddy wouldn't have it any other way. When the group broke up, and shout out to Janice Combs, Mom Dukes Entertainment. That's who used to manage us. Puffy's mom. Could you
Wow.
imagine being this close as
Wow.
an artist? Meeting Puffy, you meet Biggie, God rest his soul, Faith, Total, meeting all these people. Actually
And one
performing
person
in
messes
Daddy's
it all
house.
up.
One person want to be the Beyonce in the damn group. How you going solo before the group even come out? And what I'll tell artists in this industry, they'll look sometimes for the weakest link to separate either a group, to separate an artist from their management. It's very tricky, but you have to have thick skin and you have to be prepared for whatever comes what may.
But you know, when you say that, being an artist, she was discouraged.
I got very
I was not discouraged at all. I was like, okay. I said, now we got to get on the opposite side of the fence,
Yes.
so that these artists understand what they're up against.
Yes.
Who protects the artists? Who looks out for the artists? People use artists. Artists are mistreated.
Yes.
You know, it's a whole bunch of stuff
Their
that happens with
soul
artists.
dreams.
There's so many dreams. They're sold. Oh, this gonna happen. That's gonna happen. All those things. And then who's gonna be there to cheer them on? Like, no, we're not going in that direction. We're not going in that direction.
Right.
Because some people will just take anything just because of. So when that happened, I was like, okay, opposite side, let's switch because we're gonna help them. You know, because we know what it's like. We've been through some things that to a level that a lot of people don't even really know. Because it wasn't a social media thing back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't really know. So it's like, we gotta look out for these artists, man. We want to see them make
I
it.
love
Make it,
cultivating
yeah.
the artists. I get so much pleasure out of it because we all know you don't even management doesn't even make money till your artists
Artists make money. You don't make till you work like a dog
Right.
until you get to some money. So it's a serious job.
And a lot of artists don't understand that.
They
either.
really don't.
Yeah, some artists don't understand.
Like,
But I
we
think
had
God
a
for
couple of
artists.
people on the show that are like, we were just in it, like, we didn't know the paperwork side of it. We didn't know the technicalities, like.
See, the good thing about it is when I first moved here, I moved here to run a label for somebody else. So when I ran that label, I learned all of the different ins and outs and different positions in that label. So it's a 1-2. It's not hard, but it's just you still have to watch the game though. Because everybody and everything is not everything.
Absolutely, and I say it is 90% business, 10% show. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, it's a lot of business, a lot of business. You know, the artists don't understand that sometimes, you know, when you're working and you know, people will be managing them and they don't get the fact that it's a job on this paperwork side. It's heavy, it's a lot.
It's crisis
you know,
management
it's a
when
lot
things
to that.
occur. Like there's a lot of things that happen, say if something comes up, that management have to hold before they even get to the
Don't even
artist.
tell the artist, let's handle this. Let's keep this clean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a way to do stuff like that, but you know, shout out to
Communication.
all the artists that's out there
Yes.
that's listening.
The
We love you,
independent
we're
artists.
supporting you. Make sure you come to the pull-up show on October 22nd at Door 54. It is the official A3C pull-up
So hold on,
stage.
I'm gonna stop her real quick.
Okay.
You gotta, before we was even gonna get it, you gotta tell them what the pull-up show is.
Oh, yes.
That was my next question. So what else y'all got covered
Shout
up?
out to
Showbiz,
Entertainment, ENT, you know, our producer. We have Jack Thriller
Thriller.
as
So what
our
is the pull-up
co-host.
show?
The pull-up show is a platform of entertainment. So artists can come and they can get interviewed, and we also have the pull-up stage, which is, you know, all in the same studio.
Yes.
And they can perform live on the stage.
Okay.
And it's not just for artists, but it's also for authors.
Entrepreneurs.
It's for chefs. You know, whatever it is that's your craft that you do, and you want to bring it to light, definitely hit up the pull-up show at gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
And you said Jack the Thriller, co-host,
Yeah,
right?
Jack Thriller.
Jack Thriller.
Amazing. He's on Wild 'N Out, 85 South. He got a praying grandmother.
He's a gospel sex
He's a
symbol.
gospel sex symbol.
He only got one eye.
I can't with him. So what you got going on the 21st?
22nd.
Oh, no, the
No.
21st.
21st. Okay, which one?
The breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
A walkathon that we'll be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So make sure you guys tap in on that as well.
We did a segment on breast cancer. Shout out Sonia Sinclair. She came on and gave us her story. So shout out to her. And then the 23rd.
Oh, you gonna be there, baby. That's the Something to Prove beat battle with Twisted Genius of QC.
Yes.
It's going down.
Yes.
The slots are sold. It's sold out show. It's gonna be lit. It's
That's an artist haven. Let me tell you.
Artist haven,
Because every
yes.
producer that is somebody is going to be in that building.
Oh yeah.
So producers want to get in, artists want to get in, so they can link in with
It's
some of
a
these
great place
producers.
to network.
Yes.
It's a great place to, if you're a producer, to show your craft, those that are selected. And Twisted Genius does, it's not a showcase where you don't get nothing out.
Man, y'all seen the clip of it. We show the clip every week. Y'all know how it go down.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't nothing to play with over there. It was actually my first time
To a beat battle.
attending a beat battle, and I was like, oh shit, they really going off on these beats.
Did you see that
words.
9-year-old?
Shout out to TJ. He's actually coming on the show.
Awesome!
Shout out to TJ.
Yes!
Yes, he was amazing. Like,
Awesome.
amazing. 9 or 8?
Well, you know what?
How
It might
was
be,
he?
I think it was 8. It was 8 or 9.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
under 10.
He was under 10, yes. And man, he was up there with the big dogs. Like,
Yeah.
really
But
giving
you know what?
them
He
a run.
rocked with them. He could sit with them at that
Yes.
age. To be that age and be able to sit with them. Do you know what he's like when he's 15. You understand, you know, what he's tapped into?
And the real thing, he made it in the top 10.
Yes.
Like they
Yeah.
narrowed it
Yes.
down. He was in the top 10 at 8 years old. So that's a memory. And when he looks back at that, because I definitely see him being a successful producer. He started early in the game.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Definitely.
And
That,
Sisters on the Go will be there on the
yeah, as soon as we get the flyers, we'll definitely
Yes.
post them so you guys can see, drop the details. Cause yeah, I mean, we got a lot of artists that come through here, and that is definitely a good event to be at to network.
Yes.
So I got another question for you guys.
Juicy, what Juicy got going on? What she got coming up?
We just left Juicy's
left her
video
video
shoot. Juicy hot like fish grease.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
let you know.
Ooh.
She's bubbling. She's at that point right now where she's just bubbling. And it's just her time now. We're about to release a new project on her. Everybody, let me tell you something. If you loved the last project, if you thought that was dope,
That was grown juicy.
yes.
That was grown juicy. I was on with it.
Yes. Wait till you hear the new project. It's amazing.
We're like
putting
name together.
visuals
We're
together.
still right now trying
Yeah.
to just get the name together, everything.
Okay.
But it's amazing. But we did just shoot the visual for In My Feelings off of
Okay.
Hate, Sex, and Love.
Okay.
Very emotional song.
Yes.
Very
That's my
relatable. All of us ladies have gone through,
Oh yeah.
you know.
I be in my feelings.
And you can't be mad at that. We got a right to have
And Juicy
feelings.
loves and supports Sister on the Go.
Yes.
That's my nigga. She do. That's my nigga. I'm rooting for her all the time. So, Mo, what he got going on?
He's dropping a project.
He's dropping a project.
Quiet
too.
Giants is dropping
When I
all
tell
three
you,
of their
I
artists.
have to say this. You know, sometimes people just say their artists are dope because they're artists. It's a difference when an artist finds you or you find them.
Yes.
Like in each artist that we have, we found them.
Yes.
And we found Moan on Instagram.
Yes.
He's from our hood, Southside Jamaica, Queens. And how our paths aligned was I saw him on Instagram and I was like, Mimi, I want him. Mimi, he's dope. He's
oh my
super
God, he's so
lyrical.
dope.
He is.
It's a different type of
Yeah.
thing, you know. And shout out to all the other rappers, period, in life. But I'm gonna tell you something. This guy's something special. Seriously.
He
so
is.
he's like that. And that's how we found Juicy too, right on Instagram. It's like, oh my
Social
God.
media.
Social
If you
media is
don't-
amazing.
If you don't utilize the social media platform, it's ways you can make money off it, it's ways you network off it, it's ways that if you in management, you can find real talent.
And shout out to Loyalty Records.
Oh yes.
Loyalty Records bought us Lamar Cole that we co-manage. Lamar Cole is another one, baby. He's about to drop this EP. It's cold. It's gonna be crazy.
It's cold season.
It's cold season.
You're gonna love him.
I like it.
You're gonna love him. His energy is times 10.
Yes.
And where's he from?
Alabama.
Alabama got some talent.
Yes.
No, they
Some
do.
real
We had a
good
couple of
talent.
artists on from Alabama. Definitely.
Yeah, Alabama definitely got the talent.
Okay.
And we bring them all through here.
Look, I'm with it every day, all day. Every day, all day. So the pull-up show event is at Door 54. Is that anyone can come to that, or is that a special invite?
No, that's it. Anyone can come. It's a door price, I think.
I don't know what the
The
price
price
is.
is anyone can come.
But anyone can come.
And the breast cancer walk, where is this gonna be?
That is going to be in is it Fulton County, right?
Yes,
I'm going to
Fulton.
send you over the information as well. We partnered with iHeartRadio. The representative is Namone Jones. It's a segment called Real Men Wear Pink. So we're supporting him. Eyelash Vision and Quiet Giants partnered with them, and it's going to be amazing. It's for a great cause.
Yes.
Okay.
And shout out to our Aunt Gail.
Yes.
Who love,
Who
who
will
lost.
be
We
representing
representing her.
And our
We lost her
cousin-
to breast cancer.
and our cousin
What's her
Deborah
name?
Waldron.
Huh?
Gail Trainham.
Gail Train. Yeah.
Okay.
And Deborah Waldron, who is a survivor.
Survivor.
in
And
New York.
Denise Miller,
Yes.
who was a survivor from Southside Jamaica, Queens. She
Yes.
made it through. You know, a lot of women and men too
Yes.
are dealing with breast cancer. And to those people that are going through those different stages of cancer and dealing with chemo and other medications that you're taking, just don't ever give up. Continue praying, knowing that God is able to do all things but fail.
Facts. So anything else you ladies got going on?
We got some, I'm gonna be honest with you, we got two things that are so huge.
That
And we
signed
would love to
NDAs.
share it right now, what we signed NDAs for, so we can have those conversations yet. But when I tell you, when we release these things that we're doing,
She gonna wanna be with that.
yo, you will definitely be there.
Yes.
We'll definitely have you because these projects are
You're
huge.
gonna love it, ladies.
Yeah, really huge. We thank God for it, and shout out to our mom who holds us down.
Yeah.
All
Mama
our family, our children. It's like we're staying
Right,
so
what's up with
busy.
your son? I thought he was supposed to come on
He
the
wasn't,
show.
he is, you know what?
No, but that's after because he got some big news too that we can't release yet.
Hold on.
There's a whole lot that's going on
Okay.
with him that we, because he's also, we manage him as well,
I'm
and
bringing
he's an
that.
actor.
Okay.
And so, you know, he did a movie and it was debuted in Paris.
In Cannes
At Cannes
Festival. It
Festival.
was one of the most exciting experiences I had as a mother. I surprised him. He didn't know I was coming. So when I popped up, like, you know, I had my son young, so I grew up with him. We saw each other. It was just such a moment. Then we laughed and we was like, look, Mom, it's niggas in Paris.
And I was so mad because I couldn't go, because I had to stay to work, you know, to still run business.
Yes.
I wanted to
It
be
was
there so bad, but I was there in
amazing.
spirit. And I was watching every 2 seconds. I couldn't have work because I was watching.
But you be
I was
in
so
LA.
excited.
That's
I'll
all
be
we
there in
can do.
LA.
I can't leave.
He'll be out filming for the next, okay, all right,
She said, hush.
okay.
I'm gonna bring him through here for sure.
For sure.
Cool. Well, it is definitely a pleasure to finally get you ladies in here, man. When I tell y'all, these women are so busy. So busy. But I'm definitely glad that you guys came to touch SOG, man, because y'all are really sisters on the go. Like,
Yes.
I commend y'all as well. Like,
Thank
you know, I
you.
said before, like, you guys motivate me differently because our story is kind of like y'all's story.
Yes.
So it's like looking at our aunties, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
absolutely.
Yes.
And I love you ladies. You're doing an amazing job. That's why I'm like, we fully support everything that your brand represents. Sisters on the go. So whatever we can partner with together and have you there at our events doing coverage, you are always welcome.
Always, doors are always open.
Thank you. So tell the people where they can find you guys at. We need all the platforms.
Okay, you can find me on a few different platforms. One for Mimi and I is the pull up _show, SHO. And the reason why it's SHO is because the W is for we already won. So we don't need that W because we already won.
I know that's
And
right.
then you can find me personally, Shantae Lashy on Instagram, SHANTELASHY.
Ah.
Yes, baby. On Facebook, you can find me Shantae Lashy, last name TRAYNHAM. On LinkedIn, you can find me Shantae Trainum. On Twitter, you can find me Shantae Lash for Life. I'm on everything that you can think of. I'm on Bigo. I'm on everything.
I'm gonna
Yes.
keep it short and sweet. You can find me on Instagram. Please follow at she_is_Mimi, MIMI. On Facebook, Mimi Carpenter. I gotta get my Twitter game up. I'm not trying to be constantly talking, but I love it. I love it.
Let me tell you something. Mimi's Twitter game could be whatever she wanted to be. She
say that every week.
She say that every time we say something. Oh yeah, I gotta get my Twitter game up. Twitter's where I really started at.
Yeah.
Twitter's where I started. I have a big following
Yeah.
on Twitter because that's where I started at. That's where it originated for me. Because I like Twitter like that. So I was on it.
So y'all tap in, man. We got a couple of artists that's been reaching out too as well. Actually, a female just hit me up the other day. I gotta look and see who it was, but she was actually looking for management. She was talking about how she is a singer, very beautiful voice, but she was running into the trouble with male management because it was either they were trying to fuck or they were hating on her because she didn't want to fuck.
Right.
So she actually reached out to me. So I gotta remember who that is and send her y'all information. Vice versa, send y'all stuff so y'all can actually link up. But real quick, something that's going on right now. A lot that's actually been going on right now in reference to the same thing. But have you guys heard about the Jelani Day murder?
Yeah.
Partner. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's horrible.
He's from up top. He was from Chicago, I believe. If you guys don't know the story, I definitely suggest you guys to pull out your phones, Google it, share it. Young man, college grad, got his medical degree,
Wow.
and went missing, and they found his body in the river.
Mm.
So the only thing about the story is that kind of throws me, heard it before, didn't really get too much news coverage, kind of died out, was Kendrick. His organs were out of his body.
That's, oh my God, that's so disgusting. Like,
I'm not understanding how we just have the female who went missing where her fiance strangled her. He was able to leave on the run, and it was so much media coverage about it.
mm-hmm.
I did not know about Jelani Day until yesterday.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I just heard about it too on the weekend.
I have been watching for a little while. I heard about it, and then when I found out, you know, how he was found and the condition, how mutilated his body was, and what was missing. You know, I say this to every man, woman, mother, son, grandmother, child. Be careful while you're out in the streets. There's a lot of sick people in the streets. And, you know, without saying so much about saying something, you know, while you're out there, you have to look always on your shoulder. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't fear anything. When I come outside, I'm strapped every day.
Me
I'm
too.
not afraid to tell nobody I'm strapped every day. If you want to smoke, run up. I just feel like that. But, you know, that's not my angle when I come out my door. When I come out my door, I come out in peace. But if you bring it, I'm bringing it to you.
Right.
People have to watch out when you go into the gas stations, when you're in supermarkets. These things don't just accidentally happen. Sometimes you're being watched when you don't even know you're being watched. So I'm not a paranoid person, but I'm watching everybody and everything. And because I'm from up top in New York, that's what we do. Like, you grew up like that. You grew up on some old, let me watch my back type of shit. So
Right.
we stay on that.
It's a different time now.
It is.
You know, and
It's horrible.
Just to hear that, I have a son, so I understand that mother's pain. And watching her video, I think I saw it on the Shade Room and on the news, to say she didn't even want to look at her son.
Right.
Because it wasn't even, that wasn't her son. Like to have the eye sockets sunken in and gone. Like, what did you do with his
They-
eyes, his liver?
They want our melanin. They want our organs. And
It's
the
a
only
black
reason why
market.
they want this, and let me just say this, is because, and this is not to discriminate against any race. You know, this is not a race conversation, but black people are some powerful people.
We are.
And
They
when-
took his brain.
and understand that he has his degree. He's gone, but he made it.
Right.
He has a medical degree.
So-
There's not one thing that we as black people cannot do. We just have to put our mind to it. The only thing that I see within every culture is hate. You know, a lot of people hate on one another. You doing something, this hate. Whatever you do, I want you to do. I want you to excel. I want you to grow. I expect you to do that as a human being, not just hate on you. There's so much hate. So it's like, folks, just be careful.
But I heard of plenty of instances. I heard instances where people miss organs. But
Yeah,
I can give you
but-
3, and they're black.
Right.
They're black. The one with
Tanika
the
Jenkins.
yes,
Right.
The Kendrick
yes,
from
Yes.
Augusta, Georgia,
With
and
the-
Jalan Day.
with
Right.
the
How much news
newspaper.
coverage did
Right.
we get about those?
Not a lot.
Right. Not a lot.
But how many they took the brain? Do
Yeah.
you know how much work that took? And how boring and disgusting? Like you left him as just an empty, like.
That's somebody that knows about metaphysics.
Right, and I said the
That's
same
not
thing.
right.
The brain.
You can narrow that shit down a little bit. You know, that's crazy that you want those parts. You know, I want to say so much, but
I'm gonna follow. We're gonna follow. We all should follow this
Definitely.
story.
yeah.
We definitely will.
Justice is served.
Because again, you know, that's our goal. Like, if we don't support our people who would, you
Right.
know?
But I gotta say this.
Definitely a goal.
I don't care what they do, they can never make another Jelani Day.
No.
There was only one of him. You know, and just like it's one of us. No
Right.
matter if you have people that look like you, it's just one of you. Your soul is one. So them taking him away and doing that to his body, his parts will never be the same. Get your own parts. Have your own parts. Keep your own parts.
But my deepest condolences
To
and prayers
his family.
to his family because
Yeah.
there's no way you can ever everyone grieves, their own way. And you can never ever justify that. There's no justification
None.
to lose all of your organs.
Yeah,
So
My
I will be
mother has to
watching
bury her son like that.
that's sad,
Wow.
that's sad. She'll never be healed.
that. Right.
There's no closure for her at all. You know, 'cause you can't even phantom something like that
You
with your
can't.
kid.
It's disgusting.
You know, you look at it like, I had a friend of mine's, both her kids died to gun violence, a few years apart. First her son,
Yes.
and then her daughter. Nobody understood, you know, maybe what she was going through. You don't know what she's going through in her head. I pray for this girl, and we don't even see each other. But she cool, she from back in the day, she from my hood. I pray for that girl every day. I always worry about her because, you know, children are supposed to bury parents,
Right.
not parents burying children. You know, we live in a society today that's crazy, so just stay prayed up.
It's a very disturbing story. I will be watching it closely, and I'm glad that, you know, the community itself are gathering and they're supporting
Yeah.
and they're sharing the story, because we're not gonna sit down and let that happen
Nah, you can't do
Not
that.
at all.
until
Not at
justice is served.
Because even the mother was like, you know, I don't even understand why when he was missing, I didn't even get the coverage from that. Like, and
Exactly.
just starting to see that a lot. And you know, I have white in my blood, so I'm not racist at all. but
Right.
The minute a Karen go missing, it's everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
But we go missing every day, every hour, and
Right.
there's no coverage.
Right.
Like, you know, I'll never understand that either. And I'm an Aries, so I'm always gonna speak my mind.
Right.
You like it, you don't like it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And before I speak, I think and I do research before I speak. So
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure I'm coming correct when I speak. But we are not our ancestors, and that's like the best thing that I
Period.
have to say to
Period.
the world.
Period.
We are not our ancestors. What they allowed, we will not allow.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're in a whole different earth now.
And we stand for something.
Not for nothing, we sure definitely do. But I want to thank you ladies again for
Thank
coming
you so
through.
much for having
Sure,
us.
thank you.
Yes, you guys tap in with them, man. They are definitely a
know
dope
what?
vibe.
One day we're gonna do a whole quiet giant scene and we all come back.
Ooh.
Have a
Well,
quiet giant
we actually was talking about doing a reunion so we can actually go grab all these people off this wall that came through and kind of do like an appreciation party. So
Absolutely.
y'all be throwing some good events, so we can definitely
For
get
sure.
together and plan that.
Awesome, that'd be dope.
Definitely.